Man, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Vocal J. Back with another banger, back with another video for you guys, man. And as you see by today's title, man, we about to do another reaction video. We're gonna be reacting to the Breakfast Club, man. DJ, Envy, we got Charlamagne the God, a couple other guests. But long story short, we're gonna be reacting to the Breakfast Club getting sued by a former guest. And I'm curious to see who this former guest is because, damn, I ain't never heard no bad blood or nothing like that with the Breakfast Club. So we about to figure all this out. If y'all new to my channel, hit that like button, subscribe button so y'all don't miss none of my content, because all 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all that, we going up. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching my videos. We all know y'all don't got to. Without further ado, man, go get y'all popcorn. My Takis people, go get y'all Takis. People that just like anything to eat when y'all watching videos, go get y'all a snack. Right now I'm snacking on the Gushers, you know. I've been snacking on the Gushers. This shit good as hell. So let's get into this video, man. Let's do it.
Is being sued, and you won't believe who's suing them.
That breaks down everything that happened with the chairman, you know, and so to
also
clarify,
it breaks down the reason why I'm suing the Breakfast Club. But I also sent the demand letter to Pause, the Chris Brown lawyer, and everyone that was in that whole circle and scene for $200 million. I also sent the demand letter to the lawyer of my baby mothers. I'm not suing my baby mothers, but he was representing them both, and he did a lot of. So I sent him one too as well. And I got a couple more. So again, all the people that have been with me, and I think it's been illegal the way they've been with me, I'm not going to take it to the street because I'm not in the street. I look at what the President Donald Trump does. He sues people. And a lot of times I've been seeing him winning based on the misrepresentation of, I guess, who they say he is.
This appears to be the new solution for all of Dame Dash problems. I think Dame Dash threatened to file a lawsuit against Cam'ron, or no, he actually went through the process of filing a lawsuit and submitting it against Cam'ron. He even threatened to file a lawsuit against Revolt because Revolt came out and said that Dame Dash is lying about being the chairman of Revolt and that there's no pathway to ownership for Dame Dash, even though Dame Dash said he was chairman. And if the chairman thing went well, he's thinking about buying Revolt, and there's a pathway to ownership to Revolt if he put his original shows on Revolt. Revolt came out and said that's a lie. Well, Dame Dash is apparently threatening to sue Revolt over that as well.
He called me recently and told me, yo, you still want to buy Revolt? Knowing that, and when I looked at the books and I brought it to a very, very credible financial institution, and they said this shit ain't even worth the debt. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even call them back after I looked at the books. You know, and the only reason why I'm saying it is because he publicly said that I wasn't trying to buy. There was no pathway for ownership. So this is the only reason why I'm discussing it, because he, you know, again, they was with me. Then like Cam admitted it on his television show, and to this day, Revolt, after I sent them the demand letter, they're still playing that shit. So my intention is, I'll give them a couple more days to, you know, get their shit together, but I'm a file. I sent them the demand letter, and you know, it is what it is. You're not going to compromise my reputation. Plus, it just seems like the Tavio's only representing what's in the best interest of the common stock.
Listen, I don't know who's telling the truth in this Dame Dash and Revolt situation, but usually when you come out and announce that you're the chairman of a company and the company says you're not the chairman, I'll probably take the company's word for it because they would know more about their business than you would. And, you know, like the theory that, yo, they conspired with Cam'ron.
I mean, he got a point, but then again, like, if they got signed documents and everything that's saying that that's his bro, and they're trying to play like it's not, then what, Lago? You know? So
To give you false hope or to give you fake documents of you being the chairman, I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying that, okay? But back to the Breakfast Club. Why is Dame Dash showing the Breakfast Club? Well, Dame Dash believes the Breakfast Club has been covering him unfairly. Now, Dame Dash would also say that he's suing the Breakfast Club for things that took place in the interview, such as the moment where Charlamagne the God told Dame Dash his sneakers were dirty. Dame Dash says that right there harms his reputation because Charlamagne the God admitted that he was doing it just in jest.
We can lift
A curtain, y'all in the behind the stage, a curtain, y'all in the coffin. I would never, this is uninspiring, it's just dirty and all that shit. You're a girl, you clean this shit up. Look at your sneakers.
Your sneakers are dirty.
My sneakers are
Your
not.
sneakers filthy.
That
ain't like you, Dame.
I just see how you lying?
They wrinkled.
I just put this on today.
I'm just with you. You care too much about money and material things,
What are
man.
you talking about?
You
bro?
do.
You're contradicting
Your
yourself.
whole existence is money and material things. That's why now that you don't.
Well, that joke was an offense too great for Dame Dash to just let slide. So Dame Dash has announced that yes, okay, he's suing the Breakfast Club.
Damn, Dash suing the Breakfast Club because he got joked. Damn, it don't sound like that nigga Damn Dash was made with fucking sticks and stones. Facts.
Because they try to play with him in that interview.
Whatever reasons, they paying him. So I'm just doing what the president does. President filed for bankruptcy 8 times, then it's all right for me to do it. He's a billionaire, so then I could be a billionaire. He's the president, so then I could be the president. He says what he wants, so I could say what I want. He sues people, so I could.
So look, if you can say what you want, then why can't bro say what he want? Charlamagne, you just making a joke, but shit, I'm just saying. I'm only saying that because you said you can say what you want. So why can't bro say what he want? You know, same shit.
Sue people. It's the American way, and that's what people have been doing to me. But I wasn't doing that because I'm just not that guy.
When you're watching the other football, but don't want to ask your friends,
Breakfast Club real quick, you know.
Wasn't doing that because I'm just not that guy.
Let me go back to the Breakfast Club real quick. You know, you went on there, it went crazy. You know, were you kind of surprised at how they came at you? Because I kind of expected them to, like, you know, like, give you a honest chance to speak, and it didn't really seem like they were doing that. They you know, I was definitely kind of surprised.
Well, just because they're supposed to be journalists, and Charlamagne, who allegedly had a rape case that we never bring up, was cutting me off and being aggressive, and because he traditionally says bad things about me, I was hoping that he would definitely respect the journalism aspect of it, but he did not. He insulted me. I showed him the documentary, the docuseries. He still said I was lying. He even said I had on dirty sneakers and admitted that he was lying. But the thing is, we on the radio. So if you say I got dirty sneakers playing tonight and they can't see it, then they're going to think I got on dirty sneakers. And it's going to get into the algorithm. Dame has on dirty sneakers. I don't want to hear that when I got on new sneakers. What I didn't like is that they were lying. I didn't like that no matter what they saw, they were saying the opposite and putting a negative slant on it and not celebrating it. And what I really didn't like is the way they had interviewed Ben Shapiro, someone that triggers our culture constantly. They gave him the utmost respect. They let him talk. I mean, it was almost like they were kissing his ass, the same way they were kissing Lior's ass.
You're not winning a lawsuit as Dame Dash because somebody say your shoes are dirty. That's just not happening, bro. Like,
Right.
You're not winning that battle. There's not a court in the United States, probably in the world, where you're winning a defamation lawsuit because they say your shoes are dirty. Give it up now. Don't waste the thousands of dollars, maybe millions of dollars in lawyer fees, bro. Just give it up. Now, he did touch on something, though, that I have seen has been like a point of discussion, right? Like, he's not crazy. I've seen this on TikTok. I've seen this on even like Charlamagne's podcast this week, The Brilliant Idiots, where people believe that the Breakfast Club gave Ben Shapiro more respect and more courtesy than they gave Dame Dash. Now, Charlamagne the God and Lauren LaRosa was actually co-hosting The Brilliant Idiots because Andrew Schultz wasn't there this week. And here's what they had to say in regards to why exactly it came across as if they respected Ben Shapiro more than they respected Dame Dash.
The context though, one Madam President did a video, and she put it was about Damon Dash interviews and Ben Shapiro's interviews and Breakfast Club's approach to each one. Let's listen to it.
Okay, so sometimes you have to ask yourself, why do you demean, dislike, and disrespect anything that looks like you? Well, you have to ask the Breakfast Club for sure, because Ben Shapiro gets on the Breakfast Club to explain how to debate productively across opposing views. Meanwhile, Dame Dash gets fact-checked, laughed at, and questioned about whether he's even a part of revolt. This is the psychological sickness that's eating black culture alive. Ben Shapiro, a man who built his entire career on opposing black interests, arguing against systemic racism, promoting policies that are against black communities, he gets treated with deference and respect for his intellectual approach. But Dame Dash, who literally created Rockefeller Records, launched careers, preached black ownership for decades, built billion-dollar brands from nothing, gets interrogated like everything he says is a lie. We give white voices credibility they never even earned, while fact-checking black pioneers who actually built something. This is about a historical pattern. We've been doing this since Elvis stole from black artists, since rock and roll got whitewashed, since jazz got repackaged for white consumption. Black culture creates, white culture profits. And somehow we end up respecting the thieves more than we respect the originators. Dame Dash represents black ownership in an industry built on stealing from it. And instead of protecting him, we question his legitimacy while giving white voices platforms to explain why they deserve respect. I know you're going to say, well, Dame Dash, he said this and that. And I'm not here to negate that. But I want to say agreement is not a requirement for respect. And they proved that with Shapiro. They disagreed with his politics, but respected his right to explain his position without interruption, without laughing, and without fact-checking. Dame Dash is a part of the historical side of hip-hop, no matter if we give him credit or not. But we teach black people to question black anything while accepting white authority as true. You got to remember those kids in the doll test, the ones who were asked, which doll is ugly? Which doll is dumb? And they pointed to the black doll. Yeah, well, those kids grew up. They're adults now. They're voting. They're hiring. They're teaching. They're working at corporations and still pointing at the black doll. Except now, the doll is you. I'm Madam President with a Z, and I'm 100% politically incorrect. And if you know this is to be true, comment true. I want you to be a part of my community.
Salute to the one, Madam President. I watch her.
Her delivery was.
I watch a lot of her. She's really good. She's really good.
Black women.
What's your thoughts?
I think number one, I don't know. We talked about this in the beginning of the interview. I have a respect for Dame Dash, but I do think energy matters, and I think the energy he came in with y'all, the way he tried to set the tone in the room and this and that and the third, I think if he had done the same room setting but didn't come off like he was trying to sun y'all or like y'all work for him, the mood would have been a little different. I think that was a big part of it, and I think Ben Shapiro in that interview, it was just you didn't feel that. Like it was just a.
It's really that simple. Like yes, of course, there's a lot of things I disagree with Ben Shapiro on, but Ben Shapiro didn't come in the room and call us stupid. Ben Shapiro didn't come in the room and call us gay. Ben Shapiro didn't come in the room and threaten to punch us in the face. Ben Shapiro didn't come in the room and call us federal informants. Ben Shapiro didn't come in the room and tell us our room ain't shit and it's dirty and we stuck in a coffin. Like people are acting like we just caused Dame to act like that. No, Dame came in there on that type of time.
That's part of it too, by the way. Like that's part of it. But also, let's be clear here, bruh. Charlamagne the God, Laura LaRosa, and everybody in that room, and I respect Charlamagne, but everybody in that room feared Ben Shapiro intellectually. Let's be honest here, bruh. You could tell by how they was like responding to Ben Shapiro or talking to Ben Shapiro. They were walking on eggshells, trying not to sound or look stupid. Ben Shapiro was a superior intellectual. They knew it, and they respected it. They ain't tried the other nonsense that they try when they interview against like other like congresswomen or congressmen. Well, Ben Shapiro ain't even in Congress, but you get my point. They feared Ben Shapiro intellectually. Dame Dash, they understand this is not a conversation about.
What y'all think? Y'all?
Intellectual or wits. We're just here to cause chaos and do some igga stuff. Ben Shapiro, ain't no foolishness going on, bruh. You respected that white man because you knew he wasn't playing with y'all. Playing in terms of intellect, playing in terms of these conversations we're having. Oh yeah, you about to go viral. And they did go viral for, not really being up on their game. They even have to call somebody the next week Mahdi Hassan to come in and to debunk Ben Shapiro, even though Ben Shapiro was in front of him. So Dame Dash would also say that he believes that Jay-Z is putting the Breakfast Club up to these antics because Charlamagne the God wore like a Jay-Z shirt during the Dame Dash interview. So Dame Dash believes that Jay-Z is trolling him in like a complicated way by using the Breakfast Club to disrespect him or smear him week to week.
And I want to know why they would let someone that we consider offensive, and not me being a person that's only tried to help our culture, why they give them so much respect? Why do they let them talk without interrupting them? And why they don't question anything that that person says? Why would they do that to somebody black? And why you always wearing them paper planes? So if you are working for somebody and you know I have an issue with someone, at least, you know, business issue, and you keep downplaying all my shit and wearing the clothes that that man makes or his company makes, I'm going to think it's coming from him. Pause. And I'm thinking he's doing it intentionally to be like, yeah, I got power and I got literally, and I can make them talk to you, and I'm going to wear a picture of his face on his chest as if I'm talking to him. So every time I hear something publicly said about me on one of those platforms, I always think they're speaking for him. I always think those are his words. When I say her, I mean Charlamagne, but when I say him, I'm talking about Jay. You know, and he's cunning, and he likes to troll, and he's gonna troll in different ways. So me thinking of all angles, I'm like, so a dude's talking bad about me, challenging me when he shouldn't for no reason, with a picture of this certain person's face on, then that's that person.
I just feel like, bro. I just feel like, bro, if you feel like this actually, like, if you're 100% sure about this, then go ahead and file that lawsuit, bro. Fight this, but I just hope that he got a big enough, strong enough case before you just do it.
Telling me I got him too. Pause. And every time someone says something about me, I think they're told to say it.
Oh, yes.
That's just my assessment, unemotionally, from a godfather's point of view, when you think things out. Because when you have to deal with certain situations, you have to think about things, all angles, and you have to look at their perspective. When I look at their perspective, this looks like the perfect plan. Dame's a street guy. He's not going to go to court. We can do whatever we want. It just all adds up a certain way.
I don't know in regards to this interview with Dame Dash if Jay-Z had some type of hand or saying this, but y'all know my theory when it comes to Rock Nation and iHeartMedia and the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club has run point for Jay-Z. You've never heard the Breakfast Club say a bad word about Jay-Z. Every scandal Jay-Z has ever been in, there are apparently running point for Jay-Z, making anyone who got a bad thing to say about Jay-Z look crazy. Yo, Nicki Minaj did an entire rant about Jay-Z. These people nitpicked one particular thing that she said about like the $200 million and tried to make her look crazy and ignored everything else she said. Nicki Minaj dissected Rock Nation and Jay-Z like it was like a 2 or 3 day binge rant, saying things that are true, right? Naming people that Rock Nation has effed over. Talked about Desiree Perez and her daughter's lawsuit. They ignored all of that. All of that they ignored. They went to, hey, Nicki Minaj said Jay-Z owe her $200 million. Ha ha. That's clearly, yeah, like y'all run point for Jay-Z. It's cool. I mean, if that's what y'all want to do with y'all time or career or name, then it's cool. Like, but I can't take your word seriously for anything, right? Because, you know, it's bought out. But y'all let me know in the comment section.
Oh, facts, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. I'll see you guys in the next one.